Yep. Their crash. Don't know if that broke the stream VOD. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if that light bulb flicker is a sign of the times. It did. Yeah, it's because my Windows updated during all that, which you're supposed to update anyways, because there's a Wi-Fi exploit where somebody even this close to your Wi-Fi, they can get complete control over everything, which is great. Awesome. Anyways, I have to fight that boss again or not. Of course we do. Fun. God forbid it's saved after everything. Oh, or do we? Oh, it. Okay. I guess I mean it did. It saved after the boss, but it didn't save the map discovery? Yeah, that's, I mean, still it's good, I guess. Interesting. And it's it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get a battery backup. See if maybe it's like a... Like I need to get I should get a new strip anyways. Maybe like a full battery backup would help. Should have one anyways, in case there's like weird outages. I don't know how much those cost. I used to have one, but it was really annoying and didn't work very well, but maybe it's better than I think. Yeah, 10 minutes passed and I have to sit here and wait. Is it 10 minutes real time? I don't know about that whole section. I mean, I guess it was different than some of the other parts of the game, but just kind of light battle areas back to back. Used to never happen when I was streaming. Do I have acceleration on or off? I feel like it doesn't make a difference. I don't know, I think we're good. I haven't seen any weird. I mean, it could be crash again, absolutely, but I haven't seen anything yet. I don't know. It's like if I knew the crashing was just like harmless, it doesn't happen often enough. I mean, it's still annoying, but like, I just worry it could cause something in the future as a sign of something. I think it's not clearly supposed to happen, but. You just can use it for a certain amount of time. Okay. I'll read the notes menu. I don't really check the notes menu. Drains your stamina. Oh, it's just stamina. Which makes the arrows even shittier. Like, whoops, I accidentally used the arrow, and then you don't even get to use this at all then. What if you turned on the thing that made it so your stamina never drains, but you take more damage? How much more damage do you take? How much more damage you do? Do I need to dare? It's like, is it even worth the risk? Right now, it's a pretty good thing going for me. Alright, time to go get loot. Love computer crashes, bros. You can just sprint as much as you want in that form. Why even sprint normally then? You sprint quicker than you use this fucking juice, man. What? You jump higher too. That's how you're supposed to get it before, I guess. I sure wish this place I needed to go to had a cat near it at all. You still have to run through half of this fucking area. She had a flashed up there for a sec. Oh, this doesn't count as stamina depletion. It's useless then. I want to go this way. Let's keep forgetting you can jump down there. Does LB do anything in this? Maybe eventually it does. Why not have the transformation on LB? You can shoot with RB. Maybe it's something eventually. Are there any other mists? I think we just grabbed them all. Such distraction. My guy. Let's drama. A box, a fetch quest. The happening. You know, I appreciate Tabby for that. You sink to certain lows and it steals you. It reinforces your skin as your base, that you can handle anything. Like this seems quaint compared to Tabby. It's not good dialogue, but you know, maybe 5-6 years ago I would have been losing my shit, but it's not so bad. We should all thank Tabby for that. Beat every peach in the save file. Jesus. We're just straight up near the end. Open that. I have to kill the biggest menace. I got like an item eventually. Maybe this opens both. Waiting for the last sigils from, what's her name? Cereza. Dookie? And said both. Said both. If I did say both, what of it? Where's Ducky? Oh shit, man. AT. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing, that's what. What the? Okay. Talos Principle 2 DLC would probably be the day or two Elden Ring DLC comes out. Thereabouts. That sounds juicy to you. Assuming I don't have work or something, but that's the tentative. That's in like what, 5-6 days? Right now I'm trying to get in whatever I can on as much availability as I can. And old Goaty's gonna be playing Elden Ring, so I was gonna do other libraries at that point. June 21st. How are people liking the Talos 2 DLC? That came out today, officially, right? I've been updating the game. It's been taking my entire life. Because it updated I installed it and then it updated the entire 70 gigs again after installing it. And then it updated another 40 gigs of something. I'm like, damn it. I really love when updates take fucking like 10 years. That's true, yeah. I mean, if you didn't like Talos, so generally you're not of a sick mind that's gonna play something you don't like. Cool, yeah. Looking forward to trying it out. Hopefully, I mean, it's not been that long since I last played it, but I'm curious if they have a slight refresher on mechanics, because they might not just flow supernatural to me. Because there wasn't a whole lot of the potential kind of like explored in the first place. So some of the mechanics aren't exactly fresh on my mind. I'm sure when I get back into it, it'll be fine. This enemy is really fucking and this whole status effect thing's pretty fucking goofy too. I was hoping we'd get another sigil slot. Really, we'll get one. I don't have my generic one. Yeah, this guy's annoying because, like, you can't really cancel. Like, you can get close, but you can't quite cancel. You have to, like, run to catch up to him. I feel like I'd rather just skip him every single time. I feel like some of these things would be more interesting as just like upgrades. Like, hey, you use this ability twice and it gives you like speed, right? Like maybe the downside is you have to use it twice, but I mean, does it give back like 10 or does it give back like 5? I mean, oh, the yapping. Wonder if they improved the performance of the DLC at all. That game ran like shit for me. I'll have to enjoy a nice blurry DLSS bullshit again. Aggressive fucking AI countermeasures. of juice. Yeah, I keep forgetting to turn on the super mode. Why is my little Momo not giving me any heal? My little Momo. What the? Yeah, I feel like the healer's useless. You get like one or two very rarely. Oh, that worked out. You really can just save warp in this, or death warp, can't you? I haven't really thought about it in a beneficial way till now. It's probably too late. But there's no cat here. Maybe there's one farther in though. Nope. Just worked out. Yiddish. 12 high. I do want to go back down there and grab that. Get the shortcuts. They just did over half my health. Did they just do percentage damage, man? It's funny how the basic guys absolutely do more than any boss does. Tell me more about Vigil, The Longest Night Go. Is that one I need to be playing? Obviously we got our higher priority stuff, but there might be something to slip in here and there. Maps are too big. Okay, what about ender lilies? Is that higher on the list, would you say? Like I said, we probably got a lot of VNs to do, but yeah, cheap ones. I'll probably. That's a good one. There's some pricey VNs that are not rentable that probably will come before those, like, well, I mean, they're shit ones, but you know. Wow, some rice right next to this cannon fire. Let's go. I guess this cannon can't aim any higher than what it is. She pisses in it, Mama. That's the flavor. Steamed piss rice, man. Alright. Show me them. Oh, there's only one more. I thought there was like more options. Did they just bait you? Am I crazy? I thought there was like 3 or 4 more. I mean, how much health regen? Like I said, what I got right now is really good for bosses because the invulnerability and the shield all last long enough where you can kind of just chain heals for like the entire fight and face tank it with minimal like learning. Little dude. Is there another cat around here? I need to get one. Apparently there's a side quest. For some reason this cat won't have a warp in his own fucking home. Nine, what? Oh, the barrels. I didn't even know there was exploding barrels. I see them. guess, instead of one. It could just be a nice upgrade, but not gonna fuck with that. Oops. Man, so I could be upgrading each heal point too to give me a buff before bosses if I knew they were coming. Yeah, it's like you get some like I used to get some upgrades in this, but they're pretty few and far between, really. Oops, the buffer. Yeah, cool. Glad you're enjoying it. You pretty deep in? Yeah, the feeling of a good parry button is pretty nice. It's designed around it. I would say Stellar Blade has that, but yeah, that's definitely more of a Sekiro B type of thing, but I can't say I'm big into the Stellar Blade. If you're really dying to try another like semi-Souls action thing with parries. Like there's like 2D indies that are better than that, but we could give it a go. Gotcha, third or fourth area. It's a pretty meaty game. Just surprising for a Korean dev that only did like shitty MMOs before that. They came out with a relatively semi-AAA, kind of meaty, sounds like. It's cool to see. They take a lot of the stuff that Souls has and just tries to iterate on it. It's got crazy quality of life compared to any Souls game. It's one of those where they're not just aping it, they're trying to like clean it up a bit. I mean, you could argue it has too much quality of life, but I think it's totally fine for what it is. Yeah, I like the weapon degradation amount. Doesn't amount to a shitload, but it's cool. They kind of weave it into the fight instead of being like a we're out of battle longevity kind of mechanic. I don't like those guys, but at least there's a strat to make them go down easy. Okay, one more essential. Nice. Your shoe-ins like the shield and stuff, and chrysanthemum or whatever the fuck it's called. Never used the shield? I mean, the thing is, like, the game's so easy, it's like you could just do all sorts of shit. And it's still good, right? 2 sword would probably melt. I'll probably take off for bosses the flower and do 2 swords. Overheal. Yeah, that sounds like I can do good work too. Cactus. I mean, the invulnerability for like 3 or 4 seconds plus the shield means that you can literally just face tank. Like I said, I don't think the bosses are really gonna have many status effects. I'll probably take that off, but there's like shit coming out from underneath. Is there not gonna be another cat? I mean, surely there is, right, Rose? Was he afraid to come back to his home or something? They give you a quest for the cat and they're like, hey man, go run 20 miles back. Like, no. No, I don't think I will. Yeah, overheal sounds like it'd be pretty good. I could throw that in with these. So then I could just spam it. Does it overheal just to a certain amount, or does it just keep overhealing as much as you want? Oh my god, is that a heckin'? Is that a fucking heckin'? It is a large amount. Epic duel going on over here. Oh, we're just here. What about the quest with the cat? I can't tell who the fuck is who. There's 4 people with the same silhouette and fucking height standing next to each other. Thanks for damaging me on the face transition, man. That gets me fucking moist, bro. Oh, she's still fucking dangerous. Oh, I just got 100 to 0'd, like a one little combo. Yeah, the visual noise in this is horrid, man. Like, I can't see shit, bro. I almost want to take some of these off just for that. There are so many effects. So many fights where the effects are overlapped over what you're seeing, and then like this, there's like 4 people who look the same, just jumping around and flash stepping. You're just like, alright, man. We get it. Like the cat guy's all the way over there. Surely there's a cat guy coming up, right, bros? Who's who and who's attacking who? That's really impressive. Can I attack these? Can you see what's going on here? Not to mention there's no iframes, so you're just like all of a sudden take 1200 damage because they stood on you and then attacked at the same time. Very unclean visuals, man. I mean, the attacks are fine to dodge when you learn them, but you don't have to. So what ends up happening is you never learn them enough and you don't play slow enough. So it's just this cacophony of noise in some of these fights where you still win on the second try or first try anyways. That just doesn't feel very good. I'm still... Is there ever something on LB? Why does that not transform you? But RB shoots the arrow when it's the opposite input of the transform. Why is some god just down here tussling with people? So why is she fighting everyone? If she's just protecting the world? And why is Momo sucking her off so hard? She's just some cat girl we had to fight like 3 times. And she beat up... What, is Cereza dead? I hope Cereza's dead. We just sucked this chick off, dude. Yeah, maybe we should have kept to their strength. No dialogue. Raw visuals. So maybe in their mind they had a bad story planned out for Momo 4, but because there's no dialogue, at least it comes across as something you can imagine a little bit yourself, or just get caught up in the atmosphere. So this is the last... There better be a cat, bro. Otherwise this game is really spread and some of its backtracking a little too heavy. We'll see. I don't remember when I tried to bring my mother back from the dead and ended up a mindless demon. The fanfic, dude. It happened, but it's like... It just sounds so silly. Ignoramus clear lore. I know it's a real thing, but it just sounds funny when you read it in the middle of this kind of mediocre to shit story. You remember the one time where I explain out the entirety of what happened in Momo 2? You remember the thing that happened in the other game? Or you could just kill all these gods because this seems really stupid. And the gods seem like children. Oops. The double A press. Here, it was great. Why do they need to sacrifice anyone? The goddess on our side, but we fought her twice. Clearly very good at recognizing her followers. Oh my god, the cat man is here. Ridiculous if he wasn't. Sob. I don't give a fuck, pal. Got loot to get. Someplace with a couple dudes. And I'm supposed to go all the way back to that chick? Where the closest warp is like a solid minute away or more. Why would there not be a warp with the cat with the village chief as his chief? Here's a fucking quest giver we have to go back to, but we're past the Steam window, refund window. I mean, you know, like it's okay. You don't have to. There's nothing to like backtrack to find on the way here, right? There's no like fun like, ooh, let me go to this area with a different move, Metroidvania feel. It's just raw tedium. No like feeling of journey or anything. Okay. I mean it's quick, so it's not like a big deal, but it's also pointless. Melodite. Is that the last bit of dialogue with her? You're called the Bitter Beauty. Yeah. Oh, the cactus. Ash meat. think it should be in here. Heals you for more. And now I have to run all the way back. Is there nothing else here? Or am I just going to be going into the next area? I don't know if I'm supposed to be like 100% now. When can I go to this? They kept saying come back later. Like post game? You can come back anyway. Okay. I don't know if it was final boss or just final area. Final area, I guess. Oh, speaking of the fairies. Quite a bit. Oh really? It stacks into that? I'm probably gonna get rid of one of the swords then and pop that in. Where's the overhealing? Because that's the biggest risk you run, is getting like insta-jibbed. Okay, get about 350. Well, with the bell healing for like 1100, you're never gonna want to sit that low. Probably gonna get just destroyed. So are there some fairies up in his area? Okay. Well, I don't see anything else on the map. Unless I could finally get to this. I mean, I'd like to 100% it. It's chill enough to 100%. I've already gotten 100% of a bunch of other shit, so. Ooh. I'm not interested in like a boss rush post game though, if that's what that is. At 28. Okay. Yeah, 30 seems like a total. I imagine health I'll end at 1500. Then on the rest. As long as they give me the point of no return and warp. I mean. Whoa. My god. The wind is pushing me. I can barely see the platforms. Yeah, fucking mid-platforming lore. Interesting choice. Is there any reason not to pay for this when I've got like 10 zillion bucks? Other than it takes way too long. Oh, another sigil. Oh. Two blade. What else do we got? Regenerate magic would be good. It depends on how much it regens. It's probably horrid. Over a whole boss? You probably get 1 or 2 extra heals. Sometimes it like double regens. What the fuck? Not even really that bad. Usually regen in these kinds of games is like atrociously bad. It's actually kind of quick. I mean, on a boss, like I said, you probably got 1 or 2 heals. If the boss has a single status element, then the Chrysanth is what you put in, but otherwise it's a waste. Why sharpshooter isn't just an upgrade, I'm not sure. I don't even know if you can make a full bow build if you equipped everything. Anyways, this will be good for exploring for sure. Okay, please. Oh, I'm getting double because of the healthy buff. Not actually that good, okay. I just lowered my health. There's no reason not to constantly pay for the healthy buffs. It's pushing me back. I gotta wonder why nothing is on LB though. Can I put it on LB? Yeah, the transformation's not even on here. Nothing's on LB. You have to press B down, which isn't that big a deal. It's a pretty simple deal, but just be a little. It's one last thing I have to press to do it the other way. And do the superhero landing real quick. supposed to equip those 3 things. Sounds like a pain in the ass. Equalize. Very different skull. So this thing instead? Oh, it's the chrysanthemum, probably. You know, there's only like 1,000 different plants in this shit. None yet. Equalize. She's stuck on the other side, bros. And all I said in my mind was that I was excited for her. I didn't ask for nothing else, bro. Excited to get it for like dirt cheap, that is. I got rid of this. This one. How good is it now without the buff? It's okay for traveling, probably, but you're probably only getting like 1. I don't even know about 2 anymore. Off in a boss fight. It's not the worst. But I feel like you could just squeeze a little more damage and it'd be better. Oh, the story, the emotions running through the story. I fucking cried every time, man. Does that really just spawn a magic train every time you walk in the door? What even is that? It's like a statue? It's like in shadow. I can barely even tell. These enemies are fucking annoying too. Just constantly shooting through the wall. Never-ending shots. You can't sneak up on them, they see you through the fucking wall too. I mean, you can take it slow, I guess. I'll try to jump over. There's no way you can't avoid that. Didn't get an achievement, but it might be an achievement for like turning it all on. Unless you block it. Amplifies the effects of the awakening slash. The awakening attack, is that just when you're in your super mode? That seems like a pretty big damage increase, man. There's no cat here. Why would there be a cat? Because it's the right thing to do, man. Really? Time to go. Oh yeah, I can death warp, I guess. Jesus, you gotta climb this shit every time, too. There has to be a cat at the end, I mean. I'm hoping for a fucking whopping 1,000 G's from the cat, or the final fairies. No, you're good. I would not be surprised if there wasn't a cat. But you think surely they could, with her power fixed, she could create a little pocket for the cat. Jesus. I wonder if the Phantasm Blade's more in the long run or Ascended Slash. You only get like 2 full attack chains with the super mode. Oh, you know. You think drop the herb? I don't know, man. I mean, this is pretty good. It's like a full 3 seconds of like invulnerability every time you use a heal. I mean, unless the boss fight's super long, I mean, that's face tank central. And then you get a shield on top of that, and then you have to get hit again a couple times to heal. It's full mindless mode. I mean, if you have to actually try, yeah, I mean, it's not that great, but I might put on the... You think 2 blades better than Ascended Slash? I don't know what this is. What is a send slash? I mean, it's just, isn't this just to increase your basic attacks, like power? When you're using this form? Or is that not the case? Or is it like a special move? I don't know. Who cares? I mean, it might be more damage than the swords. But more damage. More damage. Can I go to this yet? That's still off limit. Is it post game? Or like before the literal end of the game? Where's the last sigil? Am I about to get it still? Or have I missed it? It's kind of in a not special spot on the list, but maybe that's the point. Shush, he says. Shush. Right. Neurotic baby man. What the fuck? Jesus, says this guy. Mr. Needy Game Man. With no patience, man. Bullyman. Neurotic baby man. Alright, we're going the wrong way. Can't tell me I got no whimsy next. Lacking in whimsy. Shit. That is still hitting me from over there, man. Like you're kidding me, dude. Not only does he see through walls, he has infinite fucking range, man. What kind of lazy ass fucking enemies are these? Are these the worst enemies in the game? Big crit. There's so much shit. That one little, like, in darkness, purple glow doesn't really stand out as a massive trap. That's gonna drain me of all my juices. He's saying mysterious, threatening things as we're platforming the epic music. The as soon as I fucking took that, you just want to fucking come slithering out of the fucking chat, man. Like a fucking snake. And she has this after effect that makes it hard to tell where the fuck I'm actually at in the darkness. The darkness. Just put a leash range so I don't have to hear the enemies the entire time I'm running around. Boom. Max health, 1500. Is this the finale? Did I just happen to walk the wrong way? Surely the finale is going upwards. Neurotic. Oh, they're lost in every one of these areas. Okay. Oh, you have to just touch the torch. Of course, you just touch the fire. From the fucking Hellcat. Platforming boss, that's cute. Why not you, motherfucker? You're hot, baby man, with no whimsy. Jeez. Good thing I don't have to be the one to guide them in the Elden Ring DLC, man. You want to see neurotic? Baby man. wish you could just pay like a hefty price and just get it every time you smack it instead. You get so much money in this. Just keep it from me having to like kind of keep doing the animation over and over. There's something over here. Demon from hell. Dare it be. Always perform the circulatory attack when under the effects of the lunar attunement. Oh, what? What does that mean? What the hell is the Sacred Leaf's Awakening attack then? Is that just the one where you throw it and it like spins a little bit? So you'd have to use Ascended Slash and Demoloon Whisper. It's too much to sacrifice, really. I don't even know how much you get from it. Like these robed goatmen. Very satanic. Gate. I haven't seen the moon gate. I figure there's something going on like that. Regardless. Alright. Juice. Nope. 55, I guess. I was like, can I just literally never stop attacking? I think I could have cut one of those heals out too. But I could have just took the damage and then just healed it with a more efficient one. Because like I said, I feel like these enemies are more annoying. They do more damage, they have status effects, more annoying placement. The infinite range, guys. I love it. It's just like so assumed you just fight them no matter what, I guess. Gotta be one more mana too, right? Gotta get to that 100. There's max attack. Gimmick one. No, we're doing damage still. Just an amount of hits. How does that make it much different? I guess your damage buffs don't matter then. Debuff. What's a timer? I thought it was an amount of hits instead of an amount of damage. Just keep cracking it. Meagle face. Do we have an Unga emote somewhere? I'm sure we do. You rapscallion. Never mind. Pretty much that's it, dude. Is the final mana coming up? Gotta be one more, right? Oh. Literally in your path. the buffer. Come to me, Linus. I'm struggling to remember who the hell he's talking about now. Okay. Let's talk about the other god. I know. That is, there something I'm missing? Are we looking crisp? I think we're looking crispy. Let's hope he doesn't have debuffs. You imagine this would be the hardest boss in the game. Can't just face it. Just drop you to 1 health. You have to fight the super form of other boss. Phase 2. Just give you a full heal? Or is that her just piecing out? Cat. 10 out of 10. Phase 3. Ultra Demon Psycho Mode. Limiters released. I didn't even have to do much healing there, so yeah, I was like, there has to be another phase. Ooh, he's good. The epic motivation lending. Call to arms. Momo, this is not your moonlit farewell, it is your moonlit unfurl. Oh, the door smack. I could just not dodge. More. Come on, let's not pretend that they were clashing, bro. This guy was getting fucking his ass handed to him by this bitch with a leaf, man. The Unga champion of fucking Momoland. Phase 5. Yay, what maidens are we gonna sacrifice for fun? Love a nice maiden sacrificing. Oh, I assume Dora's not just dead. Oh, where? I don't know anything about this. Which game was this, dude? Was this Momo 3? I don't remember Momo 3's story. Momo 1? Or is this off-screen shit? I assume if they're giving you a picture of her, you're supposed to remember who she is, and then you could clap. I feel kind of bad for like a farewell to the series that I don't remember a damn thing about the series. I mean, the story's never been too spicy. Sangreal. Hey, here's this assassination tool. Oh well. But why? Oh. Okay. What a fucking bitch, man. Hey, here's a companion of myself. How fucking full of it are you, man? dev room. Cool. There's a dev room in Momodora too. That's pretty soulful. I like how he makes himself a shitty little skull. No, I'm thinking, was it in Momodora or was it in Tavu? Anyways, dev rooms are nice. I like them. Paul. I did have a good time. Hey, nice. The animator. Momo 3? Nobody played Momo 1 and 2, not even the people making the games. I think he did a good job. But what about the big titties, man? He draws good titties. Or B or whatever. This is Paul, right? Yeah. I mean, I had fun. Like I said, I feel like it's probably not as good as Every Under the Moonlight, even if it's a larger Metroidvania. But we'll talk about it once we get the full finish. Everyone? Who's this? NK. Ardine. Well, we just got the entire map discovered achievements. What am I missing from the 111%? These lunar crystals under the cat's tummy. Huh? Usually 111% would imply like extra hidden areas or something. Thanks, buddy, for defending the town there. Is this her mom? Nana? Oh, sister. Like, I don't know who this is. Is she in some game? I'm guessing for, I mean, surely you see the sister, it's something about playable though. Her sister just popped up out of nowhere. This is the first game. Yes, she has a sister. It tells you how much story there was in the old ones, right? She didn't die. Oh, I gotta talk to this person who sat on their ass the whole game. Thanks, whoever you are. Fucking who? I think we've seen enough. No smooch? Yeah. Time for rest. The end of Momodora. Until another Momodora. Oh, it's showing old Momo. That's gonna be a cute way to. They're gonna get some rest. Series is over. Although, sadly, there's a lot of series that do that, and then the series continues. But yeah, this feels kind of like, you know. But yeah, probably last one. I mean, there's no reason they can't just move on to like a different project, right? I mean, the Momo name, I guess, does carry a little bit of something, but with it comes maybe some kind of restrictions, maybe on what kind of game you can do. Maybe they want to do something else. I mean, I feel like you could kind of feel that after with Minoria, right? Trying to mix it up. Hopefully they're not moving into something very narrative. Let's just say that. Doesn't have to be Metroidvania, but no offense, but I don't think the writing is there. Unless they improve a lot, I don't think that's the future we're looking for, man. But I mean, I assume they keep making a game, making more games. Momo 4. Like Momo 4 is still king, but this one was fun. And obviously, like Momo 3 and shit are like really short and simple. But they're clean, right? Maybe not super memorable, but clean. Yeah, overall, this one was alright. I think it was solid. Does it stand out like as this crazy, you know? Does it stand out amongst the crowd of like Metroidvanias? I don't think so. There's a lot of competition there. And I don't mean that if you don't reach this withering height that you know, you're just not good. But it's like, I don't think it did anything in particular super amazing. I feel like even the atmosphere was at its strongest in the first few areas, and then it kind of just, you know, even the music became a bit more generic, right? Like you're one step away from like a guitar solo in that last dungeon, so I had fun with it. It's just a clean, simple and clean Metroidvania. 110%. I don't know where the extra percents are. Arrange mode. Is that like a hard mode or something? What the? We'll talk about it in a second. Boss mode. Nope. Hey, that's cool if there's a boss rush, but I don't find the that part of the gameplay to be spicy enough. Let me see what's going on here, then we'll I guess we could fight her. Like, I'm pretty done. She drains all of her magic. I think we're good. Because I don't find the combat to be all that interesting. So I think it's okay. I think there's a lot of visual noise and stuff. I don't find it very fun to like actually dodge attacks. There's not a whole lot of different attacks you even have. It's mostly very mashy. I think stuff like the sigils and all that can be abused very easily, and even without them, to create situations where you literally just face tank everything. You know, maybe, you know, this fight you gotta do a little bit more, but it's like, I've gone from face taking everything to learning a couple dodges, right? So, usually that's like the base level. I honestly feel like the very first couple bosses were harder than the end of the game. 1,000 enemies defeated, just right on the money. So, I think it's serviceable combat for sure. Like, you feel yourself getting stronger, I guess, and being able to sort of customize your sigils. While they're not super gameplay changing, it's more about how you just kind of, instead of adding more cool ways to play the game how you'd like, it just makes it so you have to play it less. You just face tank. Like a lot of just damage and like lack of getting hit and stuff. So they're a little boring, but you know, you do get a power trip off of it, I guess, which is, you know, it's always fun Metroidvania stuff. Same with finding everything. It's a clean Metroidvania. It's relatively paced well. There's a few pointless time fillers and backtracks, but nothing too wild. You just kind of keep going at a steady clip with bosses at pretty good intervals. They tell you where everything is, so you don't really have to try too hard. If you don't want like a secret finding Metroidvania, which is sometimes nice, this is great for that. Everything is marked. You just find it, grab it, you keep moving. You know, it's not really a movement Metroidvania either. You're very floaty. Some of the visuals, the lack of really much move tech outside just wall jumps and double jumps, means you're generally just walking and jumping. The stamina system makes it so you're not even moving quickly very often. Hell, even having the transform be very limited and not even on its own button kind of makes a little bit of the flow feel worse once you get that. And you get it so late. It giving you essentially a larger sprint bar is not really useful. So, I don't know. It's one of those, like I said, if you just want a clean Metroidvania, just, you know, everything's more than serviceable. There's nice art, pretty solid atmosphere, even great atmosphere in some areas. And you just want to roll. It's cool. You want the power trip and shit. If you're looking for a challenge, if you're looking for something that really tries to set itself apart, something with like its own little hook, something unique, something that, you know, it excels at in one particular area. I don't think this really has anything in particular like that. It's more just like a clean classic. I don't even know if you could call it classic. A classic's like Super Metroid. You get like all sorts of crazy shit and something like that. I mean, I don't expect every indie Metroidvania to be Super Metroid or something, but it's like, you know, it's very, I mean, I would argue, and we were talking about that earlier, a lot of these sigils could just be upgrades. It is one of those. It's like fucking Tears of the Kingdom. Like, why is this gear? Why is it equipable? It's kind of to justify this, like, even Hollow Knight had it with like notches and shit. It's like, sometimes the stuff should just be upgrades and it feels better. It would change your gameplay a bit. Like maybe I'd use arrows more if the speed thing was there. Maybe if I just had some of these spells on a button, I'd use them instead of healing. Probably not, but it's like, you know, the thing is, it's so easy to destroy everything anyways, regardless of what you pick, that like, I'd almost rather just have more fun gameplay stuff and you just leave the more dry, min-max shit to the sigils. I mean, I'd prefer overall the sigils just to be more transformative, but I mean, I get that's way harder. So, I don't know. It's, I don't need it to be balls hard or anything, but it's definitely to the level where you just don't even feel anything. Stuff like the companions are cute. They're fun to like have as like little collectibles. I don't find them to really come in super handy, but they're neat, right? It's a cute little just extra. So it's like in the Soden, they're just extra. I find the sigils and all that to be a bit bigger of a deal though, because that's a more core part of the game. Like the economy is fucked too. I hate when games put a fucking get more money thing as one of the first upgrades. Because if you care about that at all and you expect the game to actually have any kind of money dump, then you want to get that right away. Because it's going to pay off more in the long run, then it's going to use the sigil slot. And it's like the game's not hard enough so you can just leave it on, but it's just not that fun, right? So if any of these were more transformative, it'd be like, man, that would really suck, because then you get something boring instead of something cool. But it might save you a couple hours of grind later, you never know. This game, the economy just was a joke. I mean, as long as you explore everything, you have enough. I barely used the heals on each of the bells, and I bought everything, and I'm sitting at 3,500. I probably without that would have been closer to just like, you know, less than 1,000 or something, surely. Maybe just 0, and then you have the fishing too, which gives you a lot. So it's one of those where it just doesn't feel very thought out. It's kind of just, you know, goofy shit. That kind of fundamentally ruins some of the reward economy, or the reward feel of some stuff. Like anytime, oh, the fairies gave me $500, I'm like, feel nothing from it, right? You know, oh, I found all of the treasure box things, like, whatever, right? Like, I mean, yeah, it's cool in a collectathon type of aspect, but, you know, it feels better when you actually need it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's still good. I still think it's clean, but yeah, it's definitely not like, you know, we cranked everything to the max, and it's just, it's Momodora all the way through, like, you know, but more, and then, you know, ending on the best note. It's like, I honestly feel like, you know, the boss focus was a big part of, at least, I mean, the moments I played. Having a little bit of difficulty, clean, readable combat with a bit more meaningful customization. I don't remember how much customization was in Momo 4, but I think there was a little bit more going on. Especially with the first, like, no-hit all boss, or boss type of shit. You know, not too much dialogue, but strong atmosphere, stuff like that. I mean, a lot of this is Momo 4, right? I mean, the jump from 3 to like 4 is pretty different, but yeah, I mean, it's putting a foot forward, or not forward, but a nice foot forward, you could say, for the finale. But it's definitely not like, you know, the best foot. Like, it's not like they regressed. It's not like it's like sad or something. Oh shit, you know. They really fucked it up on the final one, even though the sentiment's there at the end, you know. Which was cool. It's like, you know, it's enough, because I mean, I've been playing Momo for a long time too. Play Minoria and shit. We talk about them. Got the music. Yeah, so it's cool. Like I said, like, I think it's a clean Metroidvania. If you're looking just to chill, just kind of enjoy just a nice chill Metroidvania that's paced pretty solid, that is going to give you some of those collectathon power trips, but not really ask much of you or require you to think too much harder about any kind of like new spicy system, or, you know, make you feel anything story-wise. Like, you just want a Metroidvania. It's fine for that. But yeah, I don't think it's the best in the series. And, you know, I definitely think the move to more accessible, more story focused. I get for a finale, you maybe want the characters to have more to say, more just upfront, like, emotions. Like, this is the story, these are the characters, they're saying goodbye, they're doing all this shit. I get that. You want to like establish everything and end it in a much more clear, concise kind of manner. But I think the writing sucks, or it's very stiff. Maybe not sucks. I've played stuff that sucks on writing, but yeah, very unremarkable for sure. So it's like, you know, it takes up a lot more screen time. It's not screen time. It's not like a Tevi where it takes up too much. Like, it's probably pretty on average, I would say, for like a, you know, just a slightly story focused or story head, you know, something that incorporates dialogue, kind of Metroidvania, right? But the move to trying to have more accessibility, like easier bosses, telling you where everything is, much more OP but easier to understand, like sigils and stuff like that. Like, there's no numbers, right? Every upgrade's very simple. There's no extra moves. There's no complicated combos. There's no crazy move tech. There's no challenging platforming. There's no only one time really, and that was just because I chose to do it. The bosses do less than I would say the enemies just walking around. You know, they're clearly all around it's trying to kind of, it feels like kind of that classic shift in games from like, you know, we want to put more story and make it more accessible to everyone. So it's like, you know, the story goes up, the amount of story goes up, you know, the amount of difficulty and stuff goes down. It kind of feels like that. Obviously, I don't think it's as cynical as like a, you know, typical AAA pivot, but it is something that seems kind of, you kind of feel it a little bit. Like I said, I mean, I like the sentiment at the end. It's, you know, the goodbye and all that kind of shit. It was cool. You know, I feel like with the tunes and stuff, obviously there's, you know, people got a lot of history with these. And, you know, of course it means a lot, I'm sure, to the creators and shit. But be cool to see them move on and see what they do. But yeah, definitely not keep moving in this trajectory unless they've got a lot more story they want to do. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, if you told me, like, if you just put all these games next to each other and you didn't tell me the release dates, I would assume this is, like, after Momo 3 or something, right? And then 4 is, like, the finale. Like, the send-off that's, like, a prequel, you know? That kind of thing. Just it's been a bit since I played Momo 4, but it was a much cleaner, crispier feeling gameplay, and I feel like more evocative story because it was mostly environmental and atmosphere. Like I said, I think the art and stuff's fine in this. I think it's good enough. Whatever you want to call it. I don't think it's a huge problem there, but it's yeah, there's a few different focuses, and I feel like kind of watering down of things that were sort of a strength of the originals. I don't know. Maybe they wanted to try something else. They didn't want to do the same shit. I mean, clearly they were ready to move on. Maybe we're gonna get an Umineko fan VN. as our next project from the dev. Tried a Spectrum to boss, see if it would just trivialize it and became a joke. Why is it so drastic? The classic, if you summon in souls, you didn't beat the game kind of thing. Yeah. It's just because Souls bosses are never designed around like multiple dudes like that. It's not like a Monster Hunter. It always is that way. Elden Ring, it was Mimic tier summons, or, you know, human summons in the old ones. Hell, even Code Vein, I think me and Goto played it solo, but you're supposed to walk around that whole game with 2 people. Like a co-op partner or a NPC. But it's like, fuck, man. No, I think it's cool to test it. I've done it in a lot of games, Souls games too, but that's where people, it's like something people say, right? Because it is so true. It destroys the game usually. I don't know why they make them so good. In Elden Ring, it feels like it's more something you're supposed to use all the time because it's like a queue. Like, there's so many summons, but at the end of the day, there's still shit on the fucking, like, most bosses. And it's just more exciting to fight it. Just you know, you and them, and bing, bang, boom. I mean, I think it's cool to play a co-op and stuff just as a playthrough, but I definitely don't recommend it for anybody's first play of any of those. You lose a bit of this, you know, presentation because the bosses usually the camera and everything that's just the bosses look cool. It's just from right in the front. And, you know, you don't learn the attacks as well, right? It's like Monster Hunter. You play that solo versus playing it, you know, co-op. You learn things in a very different way because bosses act very different. But that, you know, Monster Hunter, they're made that way. So it's like, or in Souls, it's like it doesn't feel like they're made to be like have an aggro split. Usually it can just pop off way too hard. I mean, I don't mind. There's a couple instances I'm cool with summoning, I feel like, in the Souls games. I mean, I don't like look down on people who do it. You do what you want, you play how you want, but I definitely think you lose out on an experience by doing it. But there's a few that suck. Like, I feel like Twin Gargoyles and Elden Ring. I think I did Mimic Tier on that. One, to test it, because I knew I wasn't going to do it anywhere else, and two, because I just think it's a shit fight. Just super boring, guerrilla tactics bullshit. But, yeah, that's whatever. Yeah, that one's one of the shittiest fights in that game. It's a hard one, but it's also, like, trash. It depends on your weapon, of course, but let me tell you, claws, not the play. They're just really boring. The thing is, like, when you beat them, there's a lot after them. So it's like, I guess there's other ways, but I don't know. That's I don't like that fight. It's very like they have like stage wide lingering AoEs and long super attack chains with like huge range, so you're just constantly waiting to get an attack in. And like they're hitting you from all like, you know, off camera with these like long super attacks, and you're just like, oh Jesus Christ. And it's just boring. Like on their own, they're like whatever, you fight them in other places, but yeah. Duo fights tend to be kind of shit in Souls games. There's sometimes they make them good, but it's usually the stamp of this fight fucking was lazy and shit. I would say. Not all fights. I mean, obviously some people, some of the most famous ones like Ornstein and Smog are duos, and that can be kind of cute, but you also get like twin dragon riders and boring shit like that. Dark Souls too, so. I think Neo does it worst. That's the Team Ninja. How do we escalate the difficulty? We've put two bosses that were never meant to be in a single fight and just tell you good luck. And it's like really boring. Those are the moments where it's like, yeah, I'd gladly summon. At least I need to have some fun. I'm gonna have me some fun. But yeah, back to the Momo. Yeah, it's like I said, I had fun with it. I was never bored. I looked forward to coming back to doing a couple hours here and there and just busting through. But like it was chill. But yeah, that's, you know, it's not pushing the envelope even within its own series. It's just kind of, yeah, safe, clean. That's probably a good way to put it. I mean, you don't have to be daring. You just execute on, like, I suppose, like, classic mechanics or tropes and, like, you know, just well. But even that, it's like, I don't think it's, like, really pushing the execution or anything. I think if I had to run around and look for anything at all, I would think way less of it. I think it really helps that you kind of just are always moving at a steady clip and they tell you where everything is. There's like 3 or 4 movement upgrades in the whole game, it feels like, or upgrades at all in the whole game. I mean, a lot of them are just like passive, oh, my heal it does damage to shit. And every time you do one of those, it unlocks like 4 spots for you to go back and grab loot. And then, then you just move on to the next zone. Really, it felt like I was like, we were still kind of at the beginning almost. And then I was like, oh, that's why I was kind of surprised when we had the achievements popping up. Like, I knew we were 2/3 through, but like, you just didn't have that feeling that it was like, we're at the end. Like, I feel like I've barely like gone anywhere, done anything really. That's odd there. I don't know, maybe that's just because a lot of the fights don't have impact and friction, or you don't feel like you're really like, the character's really that different from the beginning. Like, who knows, but anywho. Nice looking title screen. Yeah, I don't know if I ever tried the specters. Is that just like a summon, like straight up? Like just one big dude that helps you out? Liza P. Guessing so. I was assuming it was, but I actually don't know. Skip the boss button. I mean, pretty much, right? Where you learn so little that it might as well be a skip the boss. I mean, it could be, yeah. I don't remember all of them. I didn't really do much. Oh, reach 111% completion. Obtained every relic in one save file. Wonder what relic I missed. It's one of the lower achievements. Earn every title, finish the story in hardcore mode, finish the story in arranged mode. I mean, it's cool they put other modes in there and stuff, but yeah. Like I said, I just find the fundamentals and just the journey there, like, it's a cool one and done, but I'm not looking to re-crank it. I don't know what relic we missed, but whatever. Let's add that to the finished pile. Then we'll do a more later. More soon. We'll have to do. Anyways, I'll be looking forward to seeing what this got cooking next. If they're kind of saying very well on the Momo. I don't know how well their games sell. Clearly, this one's probably not cranking it as hard as 4, but 4 was kind of like a bit more special. I don't know if some people who played 4 probably aren't like Momo fans. And this came out pretty recently, and at a time where lots of other big shit's coming out. And there's been a lot of Metroidvanias. Even, when did Momo 4 come out? Yeah. Momodora. Reverie under. How long Momo 3 take me? That's like a 2-hour game, right? 87 minutes. Yeah, Momo 4 is like 6 hours. Come on, 2016. Holy shit. Oh, they did Minori. I was like, this didn't take 8 years to make, right? You got to think in 2016, really, Reverie Under the Moonlight's like visuals and boss style is not like super common in these kind of games. I think like having a little bit more of like Sword of the Souls feel, where you can learn stuff and you have like a bit of stamina and shit. Well, I've never considered Momo 4 to be one of those types. It's not like a Soul and Sanctuary that really tries to push it, or like a Blasphemous. Like, I still feel like at the time that's a little bit more spicy. It's a little bit different. And then that with like the really distinct visuals and pace and stuff, I think made that stand out. Where it's like, I feel like Moonlit Farewell doesn't have that kind of standout. It's really the name. It's a solid game, but it's like, I feel like 8 years later, and it's like, I could see Moonlit Farewell not doing as good with like, Hollow Knight's released, all that kind of shit's released, right? So there's a lot more Metroidvanias, and I feel like a lot more that kind of do what least Momo 4 was doing. He was probably going assuming it's going to be similar. Who knows? January 11. Cool art on the front end here too. Well, they got the titties and shit, but I like the title screen, and the team has like a cool shot of the character on the front end there. Neat. They have all of the big titty characters right on the front, man. I don't blame them at all. Oh, this came out this year. It was like at the very beginning of this year. Anywho, yeah, so that'll be it for now, I guess. We'll come back later, probably with some Memoria. Maybe I'll do a little unicorn for a bit. Yeah, and we'll just keep cranking through the backlog here. Frantic push. SMT5 will be in the mail, but I think that's gonna be. I'm gonna sit on that for a while. Yeah, we'll see. Thanks for watching. I need to go to the bathroom, so back in a bit.